Overall, I would have to say the worst E3 performance I've ever seen was probably the Sony Wonderbook peripheral demonstration. Because it was just 10 minutes of painful, like the game didn't even look good. Like the graphics looked horrible. The gameplay didn't look fun. You could tell by the demonstrators they weren't having fun. They were just trying to draw like Z shapes and failing a couple of times because it was bad at doing the one thing that it was supposed to be doing. Like the augmented reality thing in concept could be kind of cool, but they just did a terrible job of convincing us that. Like it just looked embarrassingly bad. Like it wasn't even a tech demo. It was like a alpha or a pre-alpha test that they just happened to be doing in front of the world. And it just, honestly, I didn't even know if that peripheral ever really came to the market because I never paid attention to it because it looked so dumb. And it just, like, I don't know what else to say. That it was just, it looked bad.
This is truly an amazing experience, developed in collaboration with one of the world's most inspiring authors, J.K. Rowling. Thank you very much, everyone.
My best and worst E3 moments are weird because my best one was about a thing I never intended on getting, and my worst one is a fantastic game that I did get, and it was very fun. Nintendo's E3 direct showing, whatever, of Super Mario 3D World was just embarrassing. Everything about it was poorly done. They showed off the game decently enough, you know, showing what it was all about. It was just a rip-roaring good time. Mario had a cat power, which looked relatively fun. You climb the walls and stuff. But seeing some of the most acclaimed and famous video game developers and otherwise people in the industry dressed up as kitty cats and like pretending to lick themselves and meowing and pawing at things, it was one of the few times I was just embarrassed to be a Nintendo fan to some extent. It was bad. It was so awkward. It wasn't even funny. Like, nothing about it was good. Throughout all the years with all the puppets and the little skits they used to do, there was some silver lining. Like, normally it was at least funny. Normally it was at least something. Sometimes it's like with the Robot Chicken thing. Sometimes Nintendo would even dig at themselves a little bit, and that was great. But this, just the best video game developers like in the industry, some of which at least, just dressed up and acting like kitty cats. It was just awful, and one of the few things, well, the whole Wii U was the one thing Nintendo did that I cannot defend, but it's one of the few things Nintendo did that is just like, I don't know, made me want to go buy an Xbox or something. It was awful. Awful.
E3 2012 was just bad for everyone. Yes, the Wonderbook was bad, but one thing I think is worse than that was Nintendo's conference talking all about Nintendo Land. Yes, we did put Nintendo Land on our top 10 Wii U games, but that doesn't mean we liked hearing about it at the press conference, because they spent way too long on this party game compilation, whatever the who's it you want to call it, and it wasn't bad. I mean, at first it was okay, and then they went on, and And then they went on, and then they went on, and then it's like the one time we were ever betrayed by Reggie Fils-Aimé. He started to give us the old, reliable Nintendo fake out, but then he said, we're gonna show you one more thing about Nintendo Land, and every Nintendo fan's heart sank. They sighed and cried and got to watch some pretty mediocre at best digital fireworks. Like, they weren't even cool. They were just like these cubic fireworks like shooting off. Like, they looked like Legos. The Mii's weren't even excited to watch them, and it was just utter garbage. Like, it would have been one thing if it was like, hey, we have something else for you, and it's bam, like a new like Donkey Kong game, or a new Zelda, or new Metroid. Any new anything would have been great, but they faked us out, and that was it. And the worst part about it is that was Nintendo's last press conference. So all the fanfare, everything great in the past is gone. They're only doing Nintendo Direct events, which are fine, but they don't have the same just oomph and like pomp and circumstance that the press conference events have. And we don't get enough Reggie with the Directs, and that's a crime, and that's why it's my worst E3 moment, because it was one of Nintendo's last press conferences, and the last moment we had of Nintendo doing their awesome E3 conference.
Thanks again, and let's finish with one more walk through the theme park that is Nintendo Land. Enjoy.
Hey, thanks for watching. Did you like the video? Why don't you hit that like and subscribe button? It really helps us grow the channel. And don't forget to ring that bell to join our notification squad. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I put the links in the description just to make it easier for you to get to. And we will catch you next time for the next video from the Bro Trio.